to my channel. My name is Alice. First of all, I want to tell you a little bit about this channel and what sparked my candle making journey. So back in 2019, December 2019 and early 2020, I just finished traveling to Asia, to Japan and Thailand with my mom, and we came back to the States shortly after the pandemic broke down and everything everywhere was shut down. We were confined in our small apartment in New York City, and I was the one who constantly have to run out to different stores to check if there are supplies for facial masks, alcohol, hand sanitizer, toilet papers. Those were go back in the days. And I will stay until midnight to spot a shipping availability for grocery from Amazon, because that was the only way we can get grocery online back in those time. So things were really tough and it was super depressing, and it definitely mentally impacted me and my family. Nonetheless, me and my then boyfriend and now husband decided that we shouldn't let pandemic dictate our life. We got engaged in 2020 and we were planning for our wedding in 2021. Wedding planning in normal times is definitely tough, but wedding planning amid of COVID is disastrous. Things weren't great. We met a lot of challenges in planning for our wedding. Our church, the one that we prefer to having our wedding ceremonies in, they were closed for any events due to the pandemic. And then also our relative from overseas, there were a lot of uncertainty of whether they were able to come to the state to attend our wedding because of the quarantine restrictions in their respective countries, and some of them ultimately wouldn't able to make it because of those restrictions. And then lastly, my party favor that I ordered from an online store, also unfortunately the package was lost in transit, and that was happened a few weeks before my actual wedding date. So that was really tough for me to swallow. It's just a lot of depressing things just happened all at once, and I just didn't know how to cope with them. Well, fortunately, the passive side of me was saying, well, we should never give up. So I was thinking about different solutions for my party favor. How can I make this work alongside with other things that are happening for my wedding planning? So as a last resort, I thought about how about making things on my own, and what can I make? At the time, I thought about making candles, but even though I never make a single candle in my life back then, I knew that in order to make a good quality, safe products, that will require tons of research, doing testing on the candle, and then actually making them presentable for my guests. And I just simply didn't have the time to do that. So as an alternative, I thought about doing scented wax tablets or wax sachets. I really like those. I actually purchased them myself when I was in Italy, when I went to this store that they make beautiful botanical wax tablets. And so this was my idea back then, and I start purchasing a bunch of wax and essential oils and start making the tablets myself, and they turned out really nice and beautiful. And what's more important though was that through the making process, I actually that experience helped me to relax and to calm myself, and having self-awareness and empowerment. When I first make some tablets, they didn't come out perfect. They have imperfections, probably because of the type of wax I was using. It was too soft. It was not mixing great with the essential oil. The fragrance didn't come out too strong. But I ultimately was able to make okay product for my guests and get still few compliment. The only comments I got was that like the smell wasn't as strong as they hoped for, but that was okay. But the most important thing for me was that experience with the smell, the beautiful aromatic smell from the fragrance, and the beautiful arrangement from the botanicals really helped me to relax and cope with my stress and anxiety. And so through that experience, it kind of planted a small seed in my mind of wanting to make something with my hands. I feel a sense of accomplishment, and I was able to enjoy that experience. But that idea didn't flourish back then because it's simply I have a lot in my mind and I had a lot to do. I had to take care of a lot of things for my family and myself at the time. So fast forward to this September, I unfortunately got into an accident and fractured my ankle on my right foot. So I had to go through a surgery to fix my ankle. It is not as severe as, let's say, knee replacement or hip surgery, but it definitely made me rethink about life a lot more than before. Things like, other than my full-time day job, is there anything I can do about my passion? Is there anything I can do to pursue my dream? Is there anything I can do about trying something new, even though I already passed the age of changing? And I have given that a thought for quite some time. And my answer to my own question is that it is never too late to try. It's never too late to try something new in life. It is true, yes, that when we are younger, it's definitely easier to make those changes because there's less commitment and less responsibility in life than when you are older. But it is definitely doable if we set up our mind and take action. So when I was recovering from my ankle wound at home, I ordered a bunch of candle supply stuff and start making candles. And I really enjoy making that in the process as much as I did for the wet sachet. So as you can see, this channel is pretty personal to me. It is a way for me to document my candle making journey, my failure and success along the way, so that I can look back in the future. If you're looking for advice and coaching from experienced candle makers, this is not it. I am certainly not an expert in candle making. I am just starting my journey here. But if you are a beginner candle maker like me and you would like to relate to my experience, or you are someone who just interested in watching this type of adventure, this type of personal growth and personal development, I'm definitely happy that you stopped by, and feel free to leave me any comments, questions below, and don't forget to click the subscribe, like, and share button. See you next time.